Hello, I'm Lance Zimmerman with the Cattle Facts Closing Bell for Friday, August 19th. The USDA released its estimates for July retail protein prices earlier this month. The all-fresh retail beef price was at a new monthly high of $4.45, increasing 1 cent from June. Choice beef sold for $4.78, down 3 cents from June and nearly 10 cents lower than the high in May. An implied retail beef value can be derived from the live cattle's futures prices using historical price ratios. Premiums in the deferred live cattle futures contracts suggest higher retail prices by the end of this year. Prices for October and December live cattle futures contracts were trading between $118 and $123 earlier in August. These prices imply retail beef could be at new record highs during the fourth quarter. Choice beef could be as high as $5.50 per pound, a 21% increase compared to the fourth quarter of last year. It's important to realize these prices are implied from the optimism in the live cattle futures, and the market has already retracted from those prices. Traders are concerned about the potential for significantly tighter fed cattle supplies at the end of the year. However, the recession is still a reality for many U.S. consumers. Retail shoppers were hesitant to buy beef at more than $5 a pound this spring. So either the market will face continued resistance at these price levels, or retail consumers will adjust to even higher beef prices in 2011. Now, your weekly commodity markets. Volume in this week's fed cattle trade was moderate. Prices were mostly $2 lower in the South at $113 to $114 per hundredweight live. Prices in the North were down about $2 as well. Cattle sold at mostly $114 per hundredweight live and $182 to $186 per hundredweight dressed. Feeder cattle were quoted steady to $3 higher, while calves were mixed to $4 higher. Slaughter cows were mixed as well, and cow slaughter movement continues to be active in the South due to extremely dry weather. Wholesale beef prices were up about $9 for the week on relatively low volume, and prices have increased around $13 since the first of the month. Corn prices moved to contract highs after last week's crop production report and remained steady this week. Market participants continue to be concerned about the crop conditions leading up to harvest. The USDA released its monthly cattle on feed report this afternoon. The agency reported August 1st cattle on feed at 107.3% of last year. Industry estimates were at 107.5%. Placements were at 122%, down 3% higher than industry expectations. Marketings came in at 100%, with estimates of 96.3%. Placements were clearly higher than the average estimates. However, some analysts were predicting placements to be as high as 26.6% compared to last year. The biggest shift compared to a year ago came in lightweight placements. Feedlot placements weighing less than 700 pounds were up 43% in the U.S. compared to a year ago. Texas placements under 700 pounds in July were up 68% compared to 2010, a 180,000 head increase. Thanks for watching, and remember to visit cattlefacts.com for your latest market news and analysis.